Residents say it came in like a lion.
I can still hear that thing and the green, and I can feel the pressure.
And went out like a lamb.
I looked up and it was coming after me. All I could do is get down behind a telephone pole and get down on the ground and just huddle up, and everything flew past. And when I got up, everything was gone.
Their typical summer night turned into this.
Destruction, just chaos.
Leaving cars, homes, and boats victims of Mother Nature.
Like a bomb hit. It was a mess. It was a mess. And it still is, as you can see.
Crews were on scene early to tarp and clean up down power lines and roofs, like this one from the apartment complex on Brown Court that landed in a neighboring yard.
Just come through with a strong wind, and I seen all my fence and everything come bellying through.
And here on the other side of town, the winds actually took the roof off of the Chesterton Middle School, sending debris crashing down on cars, just like this resident's brand new Toyota.
I got this for a Christmas present, and it's like, I don't believe this happens. The first new car I've had in 10 years.
Leela Schmidt's neighbor, Donna Vedden, was on her way home from work as the winds threw a tree into her bedroom.
It whipped it from wherever and into my house.
So we don't
have a
tree
clue.
came from?
Absolutely no clue where that tree came from. I don't know.
It was over in 30 seconds. I mean, it was just that fast.
30 seconds causing hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of damage.
5 or 6 houses in this neighborhood alone that we've tarped the roofs of and boarded up holes in the roofs from trees.
Hopefully everybody's homeowner's insurance policies are up to date.
It may mean damage to the wallet, but not to the spirit of the people.
If everybody is safe, that's the important thing. It's just stuff. It can be replaced.
In Chesterton, Lindsay Grome, Lakeshore News.
Hundreds of people show up at a Democratic meeting to protest the health care reform proposed by Congress. Good evening, I'm Jody Jewell. Thank you for watching Lakeshore News tonight. Our top story, calling it socialized medicine, people against the health care reform bill being debated in the House showed up at the regular meeting of the Democratic Alliance for Northwest Indiana. Special guest and United States Representative Pete Visclosky fielded questions from attendees about health care reform and other issues, but the nation's health dominated the night. Mr. Visclosky talked about the benefits of making health care available to all people through a government plan, but Republicans who also attended countered his remarks, and both sides had plenty to say.
Obviously, you have legislation pending in the House and Senate to try to ensure that everyone in this country has access to the system, has some basic health insurance coverage, and generically, that's what we're talking about.
If you're a minimum wage worker and you're making $6 an hour, you're going to make $18,000 a year. Now, how are you going to pay $900 a month for health insurance policy? It can't be done. So we're just asking for affordable health care coverage. This bill is about health care insurance, not reforming the medical system.
I'm here because of the people who don't have health care and the people who are losing their jobs, hundreds of thousands of them. And when they lose their jobs, they lose their health care. I'm here for the people who, when that happens, can't get health care coverage because they have pre-existing conditions. It's not right.
County Park. The park director has asked the council for permission to hire a manager to promote the facility, but council members are torn on handing out the precious few dollars they have in their shrinking budget. The alternative is to postpone the opening of the 23,000 square foot theme park, which would prevent officials from collecting revenues from visitors to help pay off the loans that were borrowed for its construction. Lake County officials are also mulling over changes in local gun laws to prevent people from using guns for target practice near residential areas. The Times reports council members will consider an ordinance this Tuesday to restrict gun target practice near local subdivisions. The paper says homeowners have complained about thoughtless neighbors who fire guns in areas where children play. One council member suggested calling police and charging offenders with criminal recklessness, but the Lake County prosecutor says those charges would be more difficult to prove than an ordinance violation. Lakes Grand Prix kicked off today with a boat parade. Now, Saturday and Sunday, 24 of the world's fastest and largest offshore powerboats will race a 5.5-mile rectangular course in the shadows of Michigan City's lighthouse with spectators on Washington Street. The boat parade took place as everyone got revved up for tomorrow's big race.
Anybody that owns a boat, whether it's a john boat, a pontoon boat, a fishing boat,
they want to race each other. And when they see us come into town, they get to watch the big boys do it. But anyone that enjoys boating really enjoys watching offshore power boats because it's the extreme.
The race is expected to bring in more than 20,000 people to the lakeshore. The action gets underway tomorrow starting at 9 a.m.